Ladies and gentlemen, hello, friends. Well, welcome you to the Cox Softball Complex on the campus of Central Methodist University for today's softball doubleheader against Central Methodist and Culver-Stockton. Quentin Norsing in the Catbird seat. Glad to have you with us. Beautiful day, Dodger blue skies all over the Cox Softball Complex. Of course, yesterday we had the Dodge Duck, some rain all over. I think, according to what weathercaster Alexis Clemens said this morning on Channel 8, I think Fayette had about 1.45 inches of rain there, while Columbia had about a little over 2 inches of rain there as well. Central Methodist, they're 28-3, 14-2 in the conference. They have won 2 in a row then. Culver-Stockton 7-11 and 10-20 in the conference. Central Methodist's last game was a week ago yesterday. They split the doubleheader with William Penn. They won the first one 10-0 and then 6-2 in the second game. Culver-Stockton, this past Monday, they split a doubleheader with Benedictine. They won the first one 6-3, lost the second game 13-9. If you look at some of the individual numbers there, for Central Methodist, leading the way is Kalina Oots, 404 average, no homers, 13 RBIs. Also for Culver-Stockton, leading the way is Bailey Schneider, 352 hitters, 4 homers, 13 RBI. And of course, pitching-wise, today's starter in game number 1 will be Keegan Crowell, 14-1, 1.03 ERA, 37 walks, 155 strikeouts, while Madeline Fitz 0-0 with the ERA at 0 and with a walk. Of course, Central Methodist baseball, they're playing a doubleheader with William Penn. First game just getting underway, second game to follow. And then they'll play another one on Monday down in Oskaloosa, Iowa. And then they come back as well. They'll play Columbia College, 6 p.m., 5:45 pregame show as well. It's a 9-inning game as well. Of course, softball, then they'll play Park on Tuesday. It's a doubleheader at 2 p.m. If you look at the standings there in the north, Grandview's 14-2, 20-8 altogether. In the number 2 spot, you got Mount Mercy, 10-6, 17-7. Peru State, 7-8, 13-17 altogether. William Penn is 7-10, 13-16 altogether. Culver-Stockton in the number 5 spot, 7-11, 10-20. Graceland and Clark are both tied for 6th, both 4-13. But Graceland is 12-20, and then Clark 10-21. In the South Division, Central Methodist is 14-2, 28-3. Then you have Baker 3-1, and then 5-5. They haven't played a lot of games, I think, because of COVID, and then a lot of games were postponed according to what Gene Reardon told me right before the pregame show as well. Vangel 13-8, 24-9. Mid-American Nazarene 9-6, 11-10 altogether. Benedictine 9-7, 21-11. Park is 4-10, 4-14, and then of course Missouri Valley 4-12 and 12-15. Also want to give a shout out to the cheerleading squad winning a national championship this past weekend down in Daytona Beach, Florida, and also at the same time women's soccer winning the Higher America Conference tournament title. 1-0 victory over Missouri Valley. Came on a goal by Annika College with about 3 minutes to go in that game there. That was a fun one there as well. Of course, men's soccer, they won their game 3-0 over Mount Mercy. They'll play William Penn in the Higher America Conference semifinals, 6 p.m. start time as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to battle through the fluid COVID-19 pandemic, we ask that each of you do your part during this process by remaining socially distant and wear your mask at all times throughout the duration of competition. After the contest is over, we ask that all fans exit the venue in a swift manner, and please do not congregate or wait to interact with student athletes. Thank you. I'd like to thank our corporate sponsors for their continued support of CMU Athletics.
Of course, also going on as well, of course, the Masters Golf Championship. Hideki Matsusui has a 4-stroke lead in the 4th round. I think he's just getting ready to tee off down in Augusta, Georgia, the Masters Golf Tournament on CBS Sports as well. And, of course, tonight, Sunday Night Baseball, Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. I think the Cardinals are playing the Brewers. The Kansas City Royals, they are playing the Chicago White Sox. Yesterday's game got postponed because of inclement weather. There you see Pat Reardon, the head coach there for Culver-Stockton. That's Angie Clark as well. So we're going to give you today's starting lineup, sponsored by Ford and your Ford dealers. Have you driven a Ford lately? For Culver-Stockton is Haley Akers. He'll play second base. Calissa Steele is in left field. And batting third baseman Sydney Williams. Batting in the number 4 spot is Allie Thompson at shortstop. Bailey Schneider is at first base. Batting 6, the catcher Taryn Brown. Batting in the number 7 spot, today's pitcher Claudia King. Batting 8, designated player Kinsey Hall. Batting in the number 9 spot, Audrey Fiden. It was in right field as well. And in center field, and of course, the flex player is Haley McGentry as well. She'll be in right field as well. Culver-Stockton, 10-20, 7-11 in the conference. For your Central Methodist Eagles, leading off playing center field is Kalina Oots. Batting second, the designated player is Morgan Willis. In right field is Kelly Gorman. The catcher is Hannah Criswell. Batting the shortstop, Madison White. Batting in the number 6 spot is the right fielder, Montana Stengel. Batting 7th, their catcher, their second baseman, Caitlin Kaiser. Batting in the number 8 spot is their first baseman, Daly Sewell. Jordan Jenkins bats 9th and plays the third base spot, and Keegan Crowan is today's starting pitcher as well. Pat Reardon meets over with the umpiring crew. Kind of go over the ground rules there. Just a great day, and of course talking with Gene Reardon, one of the assistant coaches, and of course showing pictures. Of course we had to dodge and duck rain, and when they came out, they've been working on this field since 6 a.m. this morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Between the visiting Culver-Stockton College Wildcats and your number 6 ranked Central Methodist Eagles.
Central Methodist ranked number 6.
We ask that all players, coaches, and spectators abide by the NAI Championship character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. And I'll be the starters for today's contest. First, for the visiting Culver-Stockton Wildcats. Leading off and playing second base, number 3, Haley Akers. Batting second, the left fielder, number 8, Calissa Steele. Hitting third, the third baseman, number 14, Sydney Williams. Batting cleanup and playing short, number 21, Allie Thompson. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 15, Bailey Schneider. Hitting sixth, the catcher, number 6, Taryn Brown. Batting seventh, number 33, Claudia King. Hitting eighth, the designated player, number 26, Kinsey Hall. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 2, Aubrey Fiden. And in the flex position, the right fielder, number 11, Haley McGinty. The Wildcats are led by head coach Andre Clark, and she's assisted by Penny Wilcoxon.
And now we're about ready to get the starting lineups for your Central Methodist Eagle. Kalina Oots. Morgan Willis.
Number 17, Haley Sewell. Batting ninth, the third baseman, number 13, Jordan Jenkins. And in the circle, today's starting pitcher, number 22, Caitlin Crowan. The Eagles are led by head coach Pat Reardon, and he's assisted by Gene Reardon, Jonathan Lynch, Addie Reardon, and Alyssa Lilly. And now this time, the guards will be followed by the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
We'll give you today's. Well, let's set the defense for you. Sponsored by Home Oil out in left field there. It is Kelly Gorman in center field. It's Kalina Oates in right field. Montana Stagel in the infield. Jordan Jenkins. At shortstop, Madison Weiss. Second baseman, Caitlin Kaiser. Dayla Sewell's at first base. The catcher is Tanner Criswell. And Keegan Crowlin is today's starting pitcher. There you see the numbers. She is from St. Charles, Missouri. 14-1, 1.03 ERA. 37 walks, 155 strikeouts there. Has the fastball. Watch the curveball. And I think I've been told she has added a screwball. And there you look at the umpires there. That's Nestor Shylock behind home plate there. Out in the infield, that's Doug Harvey. Glad to have you with us. And, of course, as you may know, of course, this week, or of course, this just a few days ago on April 8th, of course, Hank Aaron, Haley Akers, 208 hitter, no homers, 6 RBIs. She is from Buckland, Missouri. And, of course, just a few days ago, Hank Aaron became baseball's all-time home run king, home run number 715 against the Dodgers off of the pitcher, Al Downing, at Fulton County Stadium on a Monday night. And the first pitch is a strike call, 0-1 now. They're playing her toward left field. Glad to have you with us. The first pitch at 1:58 p.m., 61 degrees. The time and temperature is sponsored by The Parking Spot. Easy to spot and easy to park. The Parking Spot here at Kansas City International Airport. And it's 0-2 the count there. Just a beautiful day. We had to dodge and duck and survive the rain. That was an all-day event on Saturday. Of course, that was scheduled for yesterday. And, of course, they moved it to today and a foul ball there. And also, sometime during the doubleheader, we'll also keep you up to date on the Masters Golf Championship on CBS Sports. And I think Caitlin Matsunaga, I think he's probably on the second tee. Up high, 1-2 now. A little showcase pitch, trying to get her to chase a pitch there. On deck is Calissa Steele. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2 pitch. Just a miss outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ellen. 2-2 the count there. Just underway. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. One-handed hitter up there. First pitch. Fouls it off to the screen there. Just a beautiful hand there. And you got to give credit to the Central Methodist grounds crew. What a wonderful job getting things all situated and making things a lot in better conditions. I tell you, they've been working on it. I would bet you since 6 a.m. this morning, according to what Gene Reardon told me that right before the pregame show. 2-1 to count. Oh, inside corner, 2-2 now. I also want to give a shout out to St. Louis Cardinals radio announcer Mike Shannon, celebrating his 50th season as the voice of the Cardinals. 2-2 pitch, and that's outside, 3-2 now. And on deck is Sydney Williams. So 3-2 the count. 3-2 pitch. Hi, Papa. Who's got it? I think that's Gorman. She makes the catch, and there's out number 2. And here's Sydney Williams, 295 hitter, a homer, 7 RBIs. She is from Henderson, Illinois. A right-handed hitter up there. Culver-Stockton in the blue uniform, black trim, black numerals. Of course, Central Methodist in their black uniforms, green trim, green numerals. Birds on the bats. Ball, 1-0 to count there. One ball, no strikes. 1-0 to count. Jonathan Lynch barking out the instructions. Oh, a beauty! 1-1 now. One ball, one strike, and on deck is Allie Thompson. 1-1 to count. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One and two to count. Swing and a miss! Strike three called. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Let's set the defense for you. Sponsor by Home Oil. Out in the outfield there is Calissa Steele. In center field, that is their center fielder, Aubrey Fiden. In right field is Haley McGinty. In the infield, that's Sydney Williams. Shortstop, Allie Thompson. Haley Akers is at second base. First baseman, Bailey Schneider. And today's starting pitcher, Claudia King. Claudia King, numbers right there. She is from St. Charles, Missouri. This is like her first pitching performance of the 2021 season. Getting ready to lead off for Central Methodist is Kalina Oots. Then you got Morgan Willis, and then Kelly Gorman, Hannah Criswell, Madison White, Montana Stagel, Caitlin Kaiser, Dayla Stool, and Jordan Jenkins. We're ready to get started. Bottom of the first inning. Quentin Norris in the catbird seat. Cox Softball Complex. That's Taryn Brown, the catcher. Kenzie Hall is today's starting pitcher. Cox Softball Complex shivering with his concrete foundation. Kenzie Hall is 6-8, 3.55 ERA, 43 walks, 93 strikeouts. Kalina Oots up there, a left-handed hitter. 404 hitter, no homers, 13 RBI. Went to Staley High School. Of course, the last time I got to meet Kalina's family was at Emma's Kitchen and Tap there. Right after the softball match and that was against Benedictine on March the 13th. I had a great visit with that family there. You see Pat Reardon coaching at third. Jonathan Lynn is at first base. And here is the first pitch. That's outside, ball one. Trying to wrap him about like the great Maury Wills used to do that a lot when he was the Dodgers. They're playing hard toward left. Great crowd on it. You got the NBC camera out in center field. Just like Harry Coyle likes to put it. That is a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Morgan Willis on deck, and then followed by Kelly Gorman. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. Tries a rub and butt and takes a strike. 2-1 the count there. Hopefully during the doubleheader, if one of our Central Methodist players hits a home run, the next one will be number 70. 2-1 the count. 2-1 pitch. Oh, bit high. 3-1 there. And hopefully maybe one of the softball players can give me that actual game ball. 3-1 to count. Strike. 3-2 now. Says home plate umpire Nestor Shylock. 3-2 the count. 3-2 the count. 3-2 pitch. A little bit high, and there's the first base runner for Central Methodist. And here is Morgan Willis, a 410 hitter, 5 homers, 26 RBI from the town of Carrollton, Missouri. About 30 miles north of Marshall on Highway 65, and then right before that, there's 2 towns you can cross. There's a town called Waverly that has the Missouri River Bridge, or if you, depending on the area, there's also a town called Miami, which is on 41, and Miami, the easiest way you identify Miami, Missouri, is you cross the Missouri River Bridge on Highway 41 after you cross Highway F. Fouls that one off to the screen there, 0-2. There's a radio station called KMZU. Always does the farm reports every hour there. Of course, gives you the stock updates, the stock reports as well. 0-2 to count. That's outside, 1-2 now. And it's also, if you remember, for y'all music students, that's where the Carrollton Band Day usually takes place every September. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. There it goes. Oh, here's the throw. She is in there. A stolen base. And I think the count is 2-2 now. No, that's a strikeout. Here's Kelly Gorman, 3-2 hitter, 7 homers, 36 RBIs from St. Charles, Missouri. Great career she has had. I tell you, I've always enjoyed meeting that family. Her mom is Kim. I'm sure she's here today. Oh, that gets away to the backstop. Here comes Oates the third, and that will be a wild pitch. That would definitely be a wild pitch, ladies and gentlemen. Huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was looking at the wild
pitch. That's a strike call on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. On deck is Hannah Criswell. One ball, 1 strike. That 2 balls and 1 strike. Infield halfway in at the corners. Infield up the middle or back. 2-1 pitch. That's outside. 3-1 now. You wonder if Kelly Gorman has the green light. Three balls and 1 strike on Kelly Gorman. 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4 now, and the runners are in the corners for Hannah Criswell. It's 333 hitter, homer, 16 RBIs. From Kennett, Missouri, home of Cheryl Crow. Runners are at the corners. First pitch to her. Swing and a miss. 0-1 now. On deck is Madison White. Flashing the signs is the third base coach is Pat Reardon. I tell you, he has an IQ that reminds me of Tom Lasorda. 0-1 now. A little pop-up. That will be out of play. And Jonathan Lynch is at first base. I tell you this, he has an IQ that reminds me of Ron Perinoski, who was the Dodgers pitching coach when Tom Lasorda was the manager. Either that or he looks like Bill Russell. And it's high, and the count is 1-2. Of course, Bill Russell was a shortstop on the Dodgers squad in the 1970s. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Glad to have you with us. We've got Dodger blue skies. Boy, it just feels like I'm at Dodger Stadium. 2-2 to count. 1 out. Oots walked, stole second, went to third on the wild pitch. Gorman walked. 2-2 to count. First and third, 1 out. 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2. Three and two the count. 3-2 pitch. 3-2. Low ground ball to short. They'll go to second. They don't get the play. The throw to first. Not in time. A run will score. I have a feeling that's a fielder's choice. That will be a fielder's choice. 1 RBI. Still 1 out, and Madison White is up the bat. 372 hitter, 2 homers, 22 RBIs from Columbia. Her mom is Taryn, one of the assistant coaches, one of my good friends I knew from Central Methodist. Her aunt is Tristy. Her grandmother is Joyce, who worked in the admissions, worked in the financial aid office. It's a ball. First and second, 1 out. An old ground ball to third, knocks it down, and there's no play. That would be an infield hit, ladies and gentlemen. And here's Montana Stengel. 200 hitter, no homers, no RBIs. Bases loaded, full Eagles. Or as Red Barber used to say, ducks on the pond. Ducks on the pond there. First pitch. And it's a ball. 1-0 now. On deck is Caitlin Kaiser. At third base is Kelly Gorman. Second base is Hannah Criswell. First base is Madison White. The 1-0. Strike. 1-1. The scoreboard says 2, but in my scorebook, it should be 1 hit because that 1 by Criswell, I would call that a fielder's choice because she was throwing the ball to second. And it's outside. 2-1 now. On there. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1-0 Central Methodist. 2-1 pitch. Inside, and it's 2-2. On Montana Stengel from Rockville, Missouri, around the northwest part of Missouri. 2-2 pitch. Fouls that one off to the screen, and it's 2-2. 2-2 to count to Montana Stengel. Now the umpire, I think Nestor Shylock, wants some new softballs. Of course, you may remember Nestor Shylock was the home plate umpire in Game 1 in the 1977 World Series. Two and 2 to count there. 2-2 to Stengel getting the sign. Here's the pitch. That's a foul ball then. Still 2-2. 1-0 Central Methodist. If they can get 2 more victories, how about 30 victories? Boy, they're probably about the same pace as the 1984 Detroit Tigers, who, remember, the first 40 games started out 35-5. And one of them was a Jack Morris no-hitter. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call. 2 outs now from Caitlin Kaiser. A .316 hitter, 1 homer, 14 RBIs. From Kansas City. Also went to Staley High School. Bases loaded full of Eagles. Let's see if we can get a crooked number on the board. That's outside 1-0 with Dallas Sewell on deck, who I had a great visit with her coming into the ballpark. 1-0 to count. Misses that one, and the count is 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. 2-0 is a ground ball. She'll go to third for the force out. So no runs on 1 hit. No errors, 3 left. We head to the top of the second. 1-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com. Let's go and ask one. I'll be right back. There's no runs, no hits, no errors. No errors for Culver-Stockton. It's Allie Thompson up there. .352 hitter, 6 homers, 24 RBIs. From Des Moines, Iowa. That's the AAA home of the Chicago Cubs. First pitch, strike, 0-1 now. That's right. No balls and 1 strike, 0-1 now. 0-2 to count. No balls and 2 strikes. Cronin is looked down, locked in. The pitch outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Up high, 2-2. 2-2 to count. Well, I tell you, her style of pitching was strike 3. Oh, and there's 1 out now, and here is Bailey Schneider, .352 hitter, 4 homers, 13 RBIs from Moscow Mills, Missouri, around the Troy area. Well, I tell you what, that competitiveness reminds you of Bob Gibson when he was pitching for the Cardinals. And 50 years ago this year, Bob Gibson threw a no-hitter against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pops it up. Criswell. Oh, that will be an error on the catcher. Should have had that one, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason I say that because that's how Vin Scully would score it. when he was the broadcaster for the Dodgers. 0-1 to count. 0-1. Strike! 0-2 now. Like Bob Gibson 50 years ago, no-hit the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the last batter he struck out was Willie Stargell. 0-2 the count. 0-2. That is outside, and the count is 1-2. On deck is Taryn Brown. One and two the count. Fouls it off to the screen, and it's 1-2 now. One and two the count. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball gets by Madison White and a base hit. Taryn Brown, 341 hitter, no homer, 16 RBI. She is from a town of Edwardsville, Illinois. Just south of St. Louis. Cronin looking in from Hannah Criswell. Pairs the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. And Claudia King is on deck. Just trying to settle down. Just talk to the softball. Just go talk to the softball. The pitch. Oh, misses inside, and the count is 1-1. And Claudia King is on deck. One ball, two balls, one ball, one strike, and a foul ball. 1-2 now. 1-2 the count. Baseball is at William Penn. Both today and tomorrow. 4-game series. 1-2 pitch. Outside, and it's 2-2. And 2 strikes. Runner at first is Haley Schneider. Haley Schneider in the ground ball. White has it. Goes to second for one. At first! Not quite. And that's 2 outs now. There's Claudia King. 241 hitter, 3 homers, 15 RBIs from St. Charles, Missouri, the designated player. First pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Kinsey Hall on deck. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a miss. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first, 2 outs. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Call! No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 error, 1 left. We head to the second. 1-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com. 1 error for Central Methodist. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. As Dale Sewell up there, 375 hitter, no homers, 18 RBIs from. She is from Kearney, Missouri. I had a great visit with her right before the pregame show. Actually, we were getting ready to walk into the stadium at the same time. Had a great visit with her. One to nothing's our score. First pitch. And it's a ball, and the count is 1-0. On deck is Jordan Jenkins. 1-0 pitch. Inside. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 to count there. 2-0 to count. Playing her toward left, straight away in the outfield. Lines a shot into the gap. Here comes Sewell. She's rounding first. That's a double. Second hit of the game for Central Methodist. And here's Jordan Jenkins. 280 hitter, 3 homers, 26 RBIs from Kansas City. Of course, wonderful career, a graduate assistant, athletic trainer. Her mom is Renee. Her dad's name is Doug. So Sewell's at second, and on deck is Kalina Oots. So 2 hits for Central Methodist. First pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. On deck is Kalina Oots. 0-1 to count. Grinds that one foul. 0-2. That is called a frozen rope, ladies and gentlemen. Wants a new softball and gets it from home plate umpire Nestor Shylock. And 2 the count. 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Just a beautiful day. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Lines that one foul over the Culver-Stockton dugout. On the One ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Misses that one. 2-2 the count. On deck is Kalina Oots. Let's see if Central Methodist can take advantage of it. Nobody out. Runner at second is Sewell. She doubled to right center field. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 out now. And here's Kalina Oots. She drew a walk her first time up. More crowd starting to file in. Originally at 1 o'clock, they moved it up to 2 o'clock, mainly just to get the field in great condition. And I like to say, give credit to the softball team. They do a better job than the Detroit Tigers, than the grounds crew they have for the Detroit Tigers. Oots up there. Oh, tries the bunt. That is a foul ball. On deck is Morgan Willis. Runner at second, one out in the pitch. Ball 1-1 now. On deck is Morgan Willis on cleaning out Raiders number 14, like Pete Rose did for the Cincinnati Reds. 1-1 now. Lines a shot, base hit. They're going to send to Sewell. No throw to the plate. 2-0 Central Methodist. That's called sticking the bat out and put it in play, and that's a base hit there. And Morgan Willis after she struck out her first time up. And now let's see what the call is. Willis struck out her first time up. So they're sending Sewell back. Sewell's at second, and it's 2 outs now. Maybe, probably stepped on the plate or something. Oh, 1 now. Outside, 1-1. One pitch. Out and in there. Strike, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strike. Cox Softball Complex shivering with his concrete foundations. 1-2 the count. Gorman on deck. 1-2. Oh, that gets away to the backstop. Sewell goes to third. Yeah, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Morgan Willis. Two pitch. Oh, but high. That's the Uncle Charlie, ladies and gentlemen. 3-2 now. Runner at third is De La Sewell. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call, so no ones. 1 hit. No errors. And they leave 1. We head to the third. 1-0 Central Methodist on CMU Eagles. One homer, 6 RBIs from Hamilton, Illinois. And he pops that one foul. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 now. And that's outside, 1-1. 1-1 to count. 1-0 Central Methodist. On 2 hits and an error. 1-1. Oh, that's a beauty on the inside corner. 1-2. One and two to count. 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off to the screen, and it's 1-2. One and two to count. Keegan Cronin looking on. The pitch. That's outside. 2-2. Abby Aubrey Fiden on deck. On that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the third. 2-2 pitch. High pop up. That's going toward the stands. Two and two the count to Mackenzie Hall. Mackenzie Hall up there. He is today's starting pitcher. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball. Run away now for Aubrey Fiden. 158 hitter, no homers, 4 RBIs from Gallatin, Missouri. 2-2 now. Two balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call to quick out. Kelly Gorman walked her first time up. Followed by Hannah Criswell and Madison White. First pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. Oh and 1 to count. Inside corner, 0-2. Second game to fall. I think Madison Love will pitch the second game. Game winner with 7 home runs. 0-2 to count. Fouls it off to the screen, and it's 0-2. On 2 now. 0-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. 0-2. Oh and 2 the count. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. And there's 1 out now. Here's Hannah Criswell. She reached on a fielder's choice, drove in a run. That scored Kalina Oots. Madison White on deck. And the pitch. Did she go? And I think she did, according to Nestor Shylock. And a strike call. Boy, Central Methodist had the bases loaded and one out, trying to add to that 1-0 lead, but left them loaded after the first inning. 0-1 now. Up high, 1-1 now. Madison White on deck. Playing her toward left. 1-1. Strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. First of two with Culver-Stockton. Central Methodist softball ranked number 6 in the polls. High pop-up. That will also look like going out of play, and it's 1-2. One and two the count to Hannah Criswell. Hope everyone had a nice Easter weekend. 1-2. 2-2 now. Wants a new ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the third, 1-0 Central Methodist. Came in the first inning. 2-2 pitch. Lines that one fouled. 2-2 to count. Okay. Well, I got her as a fielder. Okay, you gave her. I put. 2-2 to count. 2-2 pitch. Looping pop-up! And the pitcher catches it. So 2 outs now for Madison White. She singled her first time up. From Columbia. Her twin sister Mackenzie attends the University of Missouri. First pitch. Lines a shot. Base hit! That is a clean single there. And here is Montana Stagel. She struck out her first time up. White's at first. They're playing her toward left. Third hit of the game now. And it's a ball. 1-0 now. On deck is Caitlin Kaiser. Oh, 1-0 pitch. Nice stop there. 1-1. I tell you one thing. That catcher they got for Culver, I tell you, she reminds me of the great Thurman Munson that used to play for the New York Yankees from 1970 to 1979. Two-0 pitch is outside. 3-0 now. Three and 0 count. 3-0 pitch. Takes it all the way. 3-1. 3-1 now. Coming up at 6 p.m. Sunday Night Baseball. The Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves from SunTrust Park. And it's ball 4 now. Matt Faskers and Alex Rodriguez will have the play-by-play. And here's Caitlin Kaiser. She reached on a fielder's choice her first. So now the pitcher and the catcher talking it over. That's kind of like Johnny Roseboro would talk to Don Drysdale. That's like... First and second, 2 outs. See if we can add to this 1-0 lead here. Outside, ball 1 now. One ball, no strikes. 1-0 pitch. Looping liner, that's a base hit. Here comes White. No throw to play. 2-0 Central Methodist. Holy cow! Here's Daly Sewell. She's doubled her first time up. So Sewell doubled to right center field her first time up. 2-0 now. Let's see if we can add another run on the board, ladies and gentlemen. That's outside, 1-0. 4 hits already for Central Methodist, even though the scoreboard says 5. But in my scorebook, it's number 4. One ball, no strikes. 1-0, no strikes, and the 1-0. That's up high, 2-0 now. On deck is Jordan Jenkins. Three balls and no strikes. (3-0). Takes it all the way. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 the count. (3-1 pitch. Up high. Ball 4. And the bases are loaded full of Eagles. For Jordan Jenkins. She struck out her first time up. Would it be something? My 70th home run call would be a grand slam, ladies and gentlemen. First pitch. Ball outside, 1-0. Kalina Oots on deck in the 1-0 pitch. Strike! 1-1. 2-0 Central Methodist. 2 hits in this inning. 4 hits altogether. The 1-1. Just outside. 2-1 the count. High fly ball into left field. Left fielder's there. Makes the catch for the 3rd out. So 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. They lead 3. We are through 3. 2-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com. runs, 1 hit, and no errors for Culver-Stockton. I also want to give a shout out to the volleyball team. They're hosting an opening round game of the IA volleyball tournament on Saturday, 7 o'clock start time there. Tomorrow they'll announce the pairings for the 48 teams of the NAIA volleyball tournament on NAIA.org. As Calista Steele flew out to Kelly Gorman her first time up. First pitch. High pop up. Who's got it? And Gorman is there. Boy, she controls left field like Carl Yastrzemski would done for the Boston Red Sox. And Sydney Williams up there. She struck out her first time up. Kim Cronin, the Chief, they call her. Fouls it off to the screen. I tell you, if you've ever seen her pitch, she reminds me of Tom Seaver when he was a pitcher for the New York Mets from 1969 to the June of 1977. Then went on to the Cincinnati Reds, came back to the Mets in 1983, went to the White Sox. A liner, Cronin will let play. And I think that's a base hit. Allie Thompson struck out her first time. So a base hit. Second hit of the game there. And then in 1985, Tom Seaver won his 300th game on August 6th against the New York Yankees on the same day when Rod Carew got his 3,000 hit against the Minnesota Twins. It happened 1 hour apart. And then 1 month and 5 days later, Pete Rose became baseball's all-time hit king. Strike, 1-1 against the San Diego Padres on a sharp single to left. And also I want to congratulate Logan Hare. He is Central Methodist's all-time hit king with a ringing double in Saturday's game against Missouri Valley. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls it off to the screen, and it's 1-2. And on deck is Bailey Schneider. One and two to count. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3! The old Tom Seaver curveball, ladies and gentlemen. And there's 2 outs now. Bailey Schneider singled to left her first time up. Sydney Williams at first with 2 outs. Pitch. Looping liner. Great catch! So no runs on 1 hit. No errors. And they lead 1. We're halfway home. 2-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com. For Central Methodist, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Culver-Stockton. And Kalina Oots 0 for 1 on the day. Of course, the last time out, she's single, but she was ruled out because she stepped on the plate. Glad to have you with us. Quentin Norris here, Cox Softball Complex, shivering with his concrete foundations. Lane North toward left. And a strike is called, 0-1. Also, I want to congratulate one of our great broadcasters. I'm sure many of our fans here at Central Methodist will remember the great Al Michaels, the Ford Seed Frick Award there. Here's Morgan Willis, 0 for 2 on today. Let's see if we can move her to third. Strike, 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 now. Fouls it off to the screen, and it's 0-2. On deck is Kelly Gorman. I see her family's here. Mom Kim and her dad is also here. Great visit with him on March the 13th. 0-2 the count. Looping liner, and it's fouled. 0-2 now on Morgan Willis. Oh, and 2 now on Morgan Willis. 0-2. Lines that one foul. Boy, that is called protecting the plate, ladies and gentlemen, as Joe Garagiola would say on NBC television. Oh, and 2 the count on Morgan Willis. At second is Kalina Oots. Here's the pitch. Up high, a little chin music. Or as Dwight Gooden would call it, Uncle Charlie. One and 2 the count. 1-2. Misses that one, and it's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Lines a shot. Base hit. Here comes Oots. The throw is cut off. 3-0 Central Methodist. Kelly Gorman 0 for 1 on the day. She is the team's home run hitter with 7. Leads the team in RBIs with 36. Would it be something we get a crooked number on the board, ladies and gentlemen? Fouls that one off. 0-1. Would it be sweet that number 8 would be my 70th home run call? And I'm hoping one of the softball players can give me that game ball. 0-1 now. Up high, 1-1 now. On deck is Hannah Criswell. One and one to count. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Nobody out. Bottom of the 4. 3-0 Central Methodist. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is called a home run cut. If that was the home run derby, that would most likely have been a home run there. But instead, it's 2-2. 2-2 to count, and it's 2-2. 2-2 the count. 2-2 the count. 2-2 pitch. A little bit low and inside, and it's 3-2 with Hannah Criswell on deck. Three and two the count. 3-2 pitch. Ball four now, and now it's first and second, and nobody out for Hannah Criswell. 0 for 1, 0 for 2 with an RBI. Came in the first inning. At second base is Morgan Willis. At first is Kelly Gorman. First pitch. Outside, and it's 1-0. One ball, no strikes. The low, 2-0 now. Madison White is on deck. Two and 0 to count. Lines that one foul. 2-1. Right over Jonathan Lynch's head there. Two and 1 to count. Getting the signals from Pat Reardon. Two and 1 now. Tries the bunt. Oh, that's a beautiful bunt. Her only play is the first. They do get her. And moving up the base is Willis and Gorman. So it's a sack bunt. 1-4 on your scorecard. For Madison White, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Went to Rockbridge High School. Of course, the Rockbridge softball team won state title last fall. I think they went undefeated, 23-0. A base hit can bring you to. One of the coaches is a graduate. So now, Montana Stagel is on deck. 3-0 Central Methodist. Thanks to an RBI single by Morgan Wilson. And here's Montana Stagel, 0 for 1 with a walk. Second and third. First pitch. Strike. 0-1 now on deck. 1-1 to count. 1-1. High putt fly in the center field. Going back. She can't get it. It's off the wall. 1 run scores. A second run will score. And then the third is Stagel with a triple. And it's 4-0 now.
Number 3, Caitlin Kaiser.
Here's Caitlin Kaiser, 1 for 2 with a single and RBI. Stagel at third. 5-0 Central Met. I think it's supposed to be 5 there. Oh, okay. And the pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Checks the runner. Dives back is Stagel. Boy, using Kaiser as a screen. One and 1 to count. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And also, you may know this coming Thursday is the 74th anniversary of Jackie Robinson Day. Of Jackie Robinson playing his first game for the Brooklyn Dodgers. High pop out. And it's 1-2. They played the Boston Braves. Brooklyn won it 5-2. Went 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. And then, of course, this past Thursday, it was Hank Aaron's 715th home run against the Dodgers at Fulton County Stadium. That passed Babe Ruth. 1-2 to count. Fouls it off there. 1-2 now. One ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. At third is Stagel with a triple. That brought home 2 and made it 5-0. The 1-2. Lines up, base hit! 6-0 Central Methodist on a ringing single. Daly Sewell 1 for 1 with a double. Okay, you got Sewell 1. And the pitch. That's outside. 1-0 on deck is Jordan Jenkins. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. 6-0 Central Methodist. The 1-0. Inside corner, and the count is 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. One ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call. But Central Methodist, they get 4 runs there on 4 hits. No errors, 1 left. We head to the 5th. 6-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com. It's 2 hits and no errors for Culver-Stockton. Taryn Brown reached on a fielder's choice her first time up. Cronin's allowed 2 hits so far. First pitch. A little pop-up. Who's got it? A nice catch by Stagel for out number 1. And here's Claudia King. Claudia King struck out her first time up. Boy, Cronin just, every time you see her pitch, she reminds you of Tom Seaver. Not only Tom Seaver, but baseball's all-time strikeout king, Nolan Ryan. 1-0 to count. Swing and a miss. 1-1. I have a feeling Madison Love's going to start game number 2. Mackenzie Hall on deck. The 1-1. Oh, a beauty on the outside corner. 1 and 2. Now, if Central Methodist can get at least 2 runs there, we can win it on an 8-run rule. The pitch. Fouls it off to the screen just to increase the tension. Today's attendance, 54,000 on hand here at Cox Softball Complex. Millions more on television. 1-2. High pop-up. I think Jenkins has got it. There's out number 2. Kenzie Hall grounded out to King Crowin, her first time up. First pitch. A little bit inside, 1-0 now. Aubrey Fiden is on deck. 6-0 Central Methodist. A big 4-run fourth. Fouls it off to the screen, and the count is 1-1. Misses. There's a strike. 1-2. 1-2 the count. 1-2. Strike 3 called. A 1-2-3 inning goes Culver-Stockton. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 6-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com. Okay. All we need is get 2 more runs there. Jordan Jenkins 0 for 2 on the day, followed by Kalina Oots and Morgan Willis. Bottom of the 5th, 6-0 Central Methodist. And the first pitch. Outside, 1-0 now. One to the count. 1-0. Ball, 2-0 now. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. Inside corner, 2-1 now. 2 balls and 1 strikes on Jordan Jenkins from Staley High School. The 2-1. Inside, 3-1. 3-1 the count. 3-1 now. 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2 to Jordan Jenkins. Crowd filing in. 64,000. Millions more on television. 3-2 pitch. Foul ball. 3-2 now. Lena Oots on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. Still 3-2. Now, the only thing would be neat is we get the Dodgers Symphony to come out and play some tunes there. They're playing her toward left. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 now. But at least we're not having Bob Euchre go play the tuba. Kalina Oots, 1 for 2 with the doubles. Came to score on that 4-run 4th inning. Wouldn't it be sweet? Her first home run wins the game. And the first pitch. Tries to bunt, and it's a strike. 0-1 now. All we need is to get 2 more runs, and we can win it on an 8-run rule. Jenkins at first. The 0-1. Misses that one. 1-1 now. On deck is Morgan Willis. Playing her toward left. 1-1. Lines a base hit. Jenkins is rounding second. She is thinking 3. Oots is in there. I will score that as a single and take second on the throw. Here's Morgan Willis. 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. That's a hit. Okay, I just want to make sure you knew that. Just credit with a single. Took second on the throw. Strike call, and I'm sure Rachel will agree with me there. No balls and 1 strike. A base hit can win it. Outside 1-1 on deck is Kelly Gorman. 1-1 the count. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One, 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. So 1 out now, and here's Kelly Gorman. 0 for 1 with 2 walks. On deck is Hannah Criswell. Would it be sweet if she can get a hit to win it? Here's the pitch. Strike. 0-1 now. We'll probably have a pregame. We'll have a break, probably about 20 to 30 minutes or so. And game number 2 to fall. Outside, 1-1 now. 6-0. They scored 1 in the first, 1 in the third, and 4 more in the fourth. Now they're trying to add to this 6-0 lead with the runners at second and third, and 1 out. And the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, foul. Says the fielding umpire, Doug Harvey. 1-2 the count. 1-2 the count. 2. High pop up. That may go out of play. Just to increase the tension. 2-2 the count. Third base is Jordan Jenkins. Walk, went to third. Oots is at second. Went to second on the throw of the third. She was credited single, but went to second on that throw there. 1-2. Looping liner, foul. Into the Central Methodist bullpen area. One and two the count to Kelly Gorman. The 1-2. Outside. Good eye. 2-2. Da-da-da-da-da. 2-2 the count. Two and two. Lines a little pop up. Let's see. Won't get it. Jenkins will score. They're going to hold Oots at third, and it's 7-0 now on a ringing single.
Now batting, number 16, Hannah Criswell.
1 for 2, 0 for 2 with an RBI. Oots is at third. Gorman's at first. A base hit could win it. First pitch. Ball outside, 1-0. On deck is Madison White. The 1-0. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 to count. First and third and 1 out. 2-0 pitch. Looping pop up. Shortstop is there for out number 2. And there's Madison White, 2 for 3 with 2 singles there.
The batter, number 7, Madison White.
First and third and 2 outs now. White's a batter. Cox Softball Complex shivering with its concrete foundations. And it's a ball, 1-0 now. On deck is Montana Stagel. The 1-0. 2-0 to count. Great crowd on hand. 64,000. Millions more on. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. Strike. 2-1. Two and 1 to count. Little past 3:30. Game started around the 2 o'clock hour. 2-1. 3-1. Of course, originally it was scheduled for yesterday, but it was rain. And then it was going to be at 1 o'clock, but they decided to push it back to 2 o'clock to have more time getting the field ready. 4th inning. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to count. Sorry, that was my phone. I think I hit it. Ten hits for Central Methodist. 0-1. Looping liner, foul. 0-2. Stagel from Rockville, Missouri. Bases loaded full of Eagles. Third time we've had the bases loaded. Inside, 1-2. On deck is Caitlin Kaiser. Just missed outside. 2-2 now. Twos across the board, as Snoop Dogg would say, on the Joker's Wild. Two pitch. Up high, 3-2. A walk could bring home the 8th run. Wouldn't it be sweet? We can end it there. 3-2 the count. 3-2 pitch. Ball four, that's the ball game, folks. Central Methodist wins on the 8-run rule. A score of 8-0. 8 runs, 10 hits, and an error for Central Methodist. Culver-Stockton, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. Central Methodist, 29-3. 15-2 in the conference. Culver-Stockton, 7-12, and 10-21 in the conference. We'll have game number 2 started up in about 30 minutes. This is Quentin Norris saying so long.